I was told we have like an extra minute, and I'm really proud of something. I was wondering if I could share it with you. I just got a review, and has there ever been a worse host than Jimmy Kimmel at the Oscars? His opening was that of a less-than-average person trying too hard to be something which he is not and never can be.
Breaking news. Jimmy Kimmel just delivered the most savage comebacks in Oscars history. While hosting the Academy Awards, Kimmel got word that Trump was trash-talking him online. But instead of ignoring it, Jimmy did something no host has ever done before. He paused the biggest night in Hollywood to roast the former president live on air. We're talking quick-witted jabs that left Trump's Twitter fingers smoking. Curious how Kimmel managed to turn Trump's insults into standing ovations? This video's got the play-by-play of their epic showdown. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. Imagine this. On the Oscar stage, Jimmy Kimmel is making jokes as if it were his job, which, you know, it kind of is. On Twitter, our favorite orange turd is currently having a complete meltdown. You mean classic Trump? With his tiny fingers moving across his phone screen more quickly than his toupee during a hurricane, Donnie Diapers is back at it. He is referring to Jimmy as less than average and recommending that they replace him with washed up ABC talent, Trumpy. Ouch. A burger-stained tie is about as presidential as that.
George Slopanopoulos. He would make everybody on stage look bigger, stronger, and more glamorous. Blah, blah, blah. Make America great again. Get rid of Kimmel and perhaps replace him with another washed-up but cheap ABC talent. Okay, now, see if you can guess which former president just posted that on Truth.
The problem is that Trump's insults are as outdated as McDonald's fries that are a month old. He's reusing the same old insults he's used in the White House since he was a diaper boy. It's similar to watching a broken record player, except that it's spewing gibberish instead of music. Shall we dismantle this tweet storm? It's similar to witnessing a toddler have a tantrum, but with more caps lock and poorer spelling. According to Trump, Jimmy's opening was unimpressive, but really, when was the last time Trump didn't nod off or grab his phone during anything longer than a Fox News segment?
That's debatable. That's a matter of opinion. Who still hasn't recovered from his horrendous performance and big ratings drop as host of the Academy Awards. So that's what he was made to look like a fool, which he is, and at the same time go down in television history as the worst host ever of the once vaunted Academy Awards. I don't read Trump's posts, sir. Which is not at all what happened. What happened is they showed me what he posted. I looked at it, I said, oh, I'm gonna read this. My wife went, oh no. I said, oh yes.
Trump's use of the phrase less than average to describe anyone is more ironic than his spray tan. This is from a man who believes that Finland rakes its forests and that windmills cause cancer. It's like saying that something isn't what it seems. You can practically hear Hollywood's collective eye roll as Trump's tweets continue to pile up. He seems to be trying out for a part in Grumpy Old Men 3 Twitter edition. However, we have a man who appears to have been marinating in Cheeto dust in place of Walter Matthau. But people, hold on to your popcorn. After a Big Mac binge, Jimmy is going to clap back harder than Trump's arteries. And let's be honest, Trump is bringing a spoon to a gunfight in a battle of the wits.
Or he didn't actually watch the Oscars he claims to have hated so much. He got everything wrong, and we know he didn't forget because according to his top aides, he has an encyclopedic memory.
Get rid of Kimmel and perhaps replace him with another washed-up but cheap ABC talent, George Slopanopoulos. He would make everybody on stage look bigger, stronger. Anyone? No? Well, thank you, President Trump. Thank you for watching. I'm surprised you're still... Isn't it past your jail time?
Trump's suggestion of George Stephanopoulos as a replacement is hilarious. Yes, since there's nothing that says big, stronger, and more glamorous, like a man roughly the height of Trump's lengthy tax returns. However, at least George is able to construct a clear sentence without requiring a group of attorneys to interpret his meaning. Trump's insults aren't the only ones that are growing stale. He is more worn out than Melania at a charity function with his whole "I hate Hollywood" spiel. You'd think that after calling them elitist and out of touch for so long, he had forgotten how much he used to plead for movie cameos.
God, this man, who was our president, is on trial. He has 34 criminal charges against him. He's still mad about the Oscars. This was 5 weeks ago. The only person still talking about this joke is him. It really must have got to him. By the way, in case you missed it, let's show that one more time. I guess I should be honored that the former president of the United States took time out of his busy schedule Googling Ivanka in bikini to rant about me, but...
People, it appears that Jimmy Kimmel is hosting more than just the Oscars. He is also giving a masterclass on how to deal with our favorite orange-tinted former president's outburst on Twitter. Kimmel would probably perspire more than an ice cream cone in a sauna after hearing Trump's insults. But our boy Jimmy, he's more cool than the toenails of a polar bear. Kimmel chooses to make primetime entertainment out of Trump's tweets. The Oscars quickly devolve into an unanticipated roasting contest after he begins reading them live on television. If Goliath had a Twitter account and David had a microphone, it would be similar to watching David battle Goliath. The audience is enjoying it as much as if it were the Vanity Fair after party's free caviar night. Not those courteous Hollywood chuckles, but belly laughs. The Oscar statues appear to be trying hard not to laugh. Jimmy, however, is just warming up. With zingers that strike more forcefully than Trump's hair in a windstorm, he retaliates. Because Trump has never won an Oscar, he speculates that he might simply be jealous. Though you did win the prize for worst actor in a legal drama, he then says, revealing a gem. Aw, Trump's attempt to look directly at a solar eclipse must have hurt more than that. But there's still more. Kimmel even makes a joke about Trump's eating habits. Maybe if you ate a vegetable once in a while, you wouldn't be so grumpy Trumpy. He says, we all know that the lettuce on Trump's Big Mac counts as a vegetable. You can practically hear Trump's Twitter fingers twitching from Mar-a-Lago as Jimmy continues to make comebacks. While one player is serving aces and the other is tripping over his own shoelaces, it's similar to watching a humorous tennis match. The audience's responses are incredible. People are suffering more than Trump's legal setbacks. At a rally, social media is exploding more quickly than Trump's ego. The contrast between Trump's stale, old insults and Kimmel's sharp wit is appealing to viewers. It's like equating a depressing, chilly hamburger with a fine dining experience. Ultimately, Kimmel did more than host the Oscars. He taught us how to deal with trolls on Twitter, even if they are former presidents. Kimmel has a keen understanding of what makes people laugh, even though Trump may have his finger on the nuclear button. And let's be honest, a good laugh always wins out over a grumpy tweet in the court of public opinion. According to experts, humor can be a potent defense against political attacks, and Kimmel certainly demonstrated that theory to be correct. He encouraged the audience to think critically about political absurdity in addition to providing them with entertainment. He seemed to have transformed Trump's insults into hilarious material, and the audience was consuming it more quickly than Trump eats Big Macs. Therefore, keep in mind that a well-timed joke could be your secret weapon the next time you're up against a bully. Who knows, Trump might not be so damned grumpy all the time if he had eaten a few more vegetables. Where would we get our late-night giggles, though?